Go back to Pittsburgh and PNC and Davey Johnson talking about this win tonight for the Nationals over the Pirates and what a job his starting pitcher Steven Strasburg did for the National skipper.
Strauss, he was unbelievable. He was overpowering. I was looking to get 7 innings out of him, and then all of a sudden in that 7th inning, I don't know what happened. He just seemed to kind of lose the strike zone, but he struck the guy out with the bases loaded, and that ended my plans to have him go 7. But bullpen did a great job, and I was almost a laugher because we scored another run.
You're going to hold all your team meetings on nights Strasburg pitches?
That's a good night to have a team meeting, isn't it? I don't know how many struck out, but what was it, 12, 13? But he had everything working, and had really low pitch count, so I thought I could get, figured he'd have, 85, 86 pitches or something, or 90. And I'd go that extra inning, but not to be.
He said the one big thing that Pirate fans would notice about him that's different this time as opposed to when he struck out 14 in his debut is that he no longer comes in and tries to strike everybody out.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's a complete pitcher. And when I saw that last year, I thought that he was pitching out of form because he locates the ball very good down. He doesn't have to come up. If he wants to, he can. But he's much better when he stays in that zone. And that was typical Strauss today.
So the moral of the story being you can still strike people out even if you're not.
Yeah, I mean, he thinks he's not throwing hard. The ball's coming out of his hand real quick. And he's also got a good changeup and good curveball. So, I mean, he's nasty.
I know you like all your starters. But I know you love all your starters, but what does it mean to have a guy to put out there to stop a losing streak like that?
Well, I mean, all the guys have really been pitching good. The problem is the offense, we haven't been given any leeway for them. I mean, we scored 3 runs or 4 runs. That seems to be our max. And that makes it tough on the starters, makes it tough on the bullpen. But I think better things are coming. I like the way guys are swinging. We had a little meeting today, and I think that went well. Next time Strauss picks, I'll probably have that other meeting like you're talking about.
I know you probably think this when most of the guys are on the mound, but when he's going the way he is there and he starts striking out all those guys consecutively, are you thinking, God, don't let us waste this?
Well, yeah, and he really, for a strikeout pitcher, had a low pitch count because that was going to be easy for me to get, later in the year I could even go farther with him, but that wasn't a game where I wanted him to go 120 pitches, and he might have done that if I sent him back out there. But, I don't mind him striking people out when he has that great stuff, but the other guys, they try to put the ball in play to keep from striking out, so that helps him. But guys played good defense. It was a good game, although we strike a guy out, and then the guy gets on, I'm saying, oh my goodness, here we go again.
In that at bat with Jones and Strasburg, with the bases loaded and he gets a bright run, that's probably a spot where he might be tempted to overthrow, and it looked like he didn't. You think that was a good?
No, he stayed within himself, made good pitches, and he might have humped up on that last pitch he threw by him. As you notice, I didn't have nobody warming up. But it was a great game. We need big win. We needed it.
How much just of a release of, when Bernardine hits the home run, it kind of like everybody feels like, okay, it's going to be okay now?
Well, I had a good conversation with Bernie before the game, and he said he wanted to step it up. And I said, well, just don't try to hit home runs and you'll hit them. Just try to center on the ball. And he had some good at-bats up there. He wasn't overstriding. He was staying short. He also laid down a pretty good bunt. They made a good play on him. So I like what I saw there.
Being tied for the division lead, how important was it for you to avoid the sweep today?
We never want to get swept. The fact is we want to win the series, and we had a little tough luck the first 2 games and come back and beat them. So we never want to get swept. Well, we've been swept once, I think, 3 games by the Dodgers. No, I didn't like reading that in the press notes.
Is that throw by Harper kind of a learning moment for him?
Well, actually, if you want to know the truth, the road should have been the cutoff man. He could have cut it, but I don't blame him for coming up and throwing. But he threw a pea and catcher couldn't handle it. But actually, that's a play where LaRoche should come back and be the cutoff man.
Can you talk about the job LaRoche has done offensively for you this year?
He's been outstanding, and although he had a little play today, and where I thought it was for sure hands down there, even if we hop it to him, it's going to be an out, and a little bobble made him safe. But he's been outstanding.